Today we are going to set up n8n with their new instance level MCP. This functionality builds and iterates workflows for you through coding agents like Claude Code. You can basically create workflows without having to be in the n8n editor. Today we'll need n8n version 2.18 or higher, so you'll need a coding agent. For now, we'll use an open source one called OpenCode and use one of the free models available. We'll start off with installing OpenCode. So let me pull up their site and I'll show you the installation command I used. I am running Fedora right now, so we'll go by that, but install with whatever operating system you have. So let me just copy and paste that command and run it. Okay, so that's installed already. Let's run it real quick. Starting the agent, we'll create a directory we'll need to configure the application. Now from there, we need to create the OpenCode JSON file. We'll use this file to set up our MCP connections. Next, let's move to n8n and grab the URL and auth token. I have an n8n running locally. It's the same setup I use when I self-host my instances. But before we move forward, let's take care of the OpenCode JSON file. Let's fill it up with some default values we can find from the OpenCode site documentation. We'll copy and paste this on the JSON file. Let's change the key myRemoteMCP to something descriptive to what I'm using it for. Okay, so we have that, but we need to update a couple more things. So let's go back to n8n. For this to work, like I said, we need a version 2.18 or higher. I have 2.20 running on Docker. Let's go click on settings and check if the instance level MCP button is visible for you. If you cannot see it, you may have an older version and you're gonna need to install the new one or run the newer one. Click that button and on the upper right, open connection details. Here you'll see the values you'll need to create the connection. We'll be needing the server URL and the token. So you're gonna have to go back to OpenCode.json file and update those values. Okay, now we've placed in our auth and the link to n8n server. On n8n, I will create an empty workflow just to contain the things that we need to change. Let's run it and see if it can access our n8n instance. We're seeing the list of workflows on our n8n. So let's try giving instructions to OpenCode for a new workflow. I'll do a very simple one that uses a chat trigger which connects to an AI agent. Right, so I'm just switching back and forth to check if I can see it make the workflow. Well, we can see it generate the JSON objects for it right now. I missed it. So here's the workflow now. You can see it start with a chat trigger with an AI agent connected to an OpenAI model. Let me change that to one that I have a subscription with. Okay, let's try it. So you saw my prompting that its main purpose is to research flesh and blood trading cards. So we'll see if it works. Great. It's a little outdated, but still works. I'll polish this one later because I can find the use for this. For now, that's it. I hope you learned something new today.